Hi everybody, welcome to the second part of the 12-part reading. I'm going to do 6 signs and now I'm doing the other 6 signs. We are doing a 2-week energy spread just to see what's going on and what energies are happening within the last couple of weeks, the next couple of weeks, or overlapping. So I think we got up to Cancers, right? Cancerians? Alright, so I'm finished shuffling. I am going to cut the cards and we are going to pick 3 cards to see if there is an issue that the cards want to address. Alright, so the first card, Cancer, is the Knight of Cups. Wow, that's interesting. The card after that is the Six of Pentacles. Is there something wrong with this card? It's coming up in it's coming up in every single reading. It seems okay. And the Ten of Pentacles. Alright, Cancer. Now the Knight of Cups is the romance knight, the romantic knight, the knight that offers you his cup and his heart and you know, that happily ever after offer. And since we have the 10 of coins here and the 6 of coins is giving, I see in this case 6 of coins is giving. So you are giving someone an offer of love and security, because the 10 of Pentacles is the ultimate in financial security. So you are there is an offer in your midst of financial security. So it's coming from, seems to be coming from someone who is in a romantic sense. So you may be thinking about asking someone to move in with you, or maybe considering asking someone to marry you, although you haven't gotten to the point of actually picking out the ring. I see so many rings here and none have been chosen yet. So at this point, I think, Cancers, you are still in the decision stage of wanting to have this person or a person. Perhaps you have always been single up till now, and now you have decided that you are going to make up your mind to find someone to be your partner in life, no matter what. Romantically, in terms of building a home, bringing your financial resources together, and you would be the instigator of all this. So this means that you are taking the steps to make this happen. For many of you, I believe there's already a person that you have in mind, and you know who they are, and you've known them a while. They've been in your life for a while, but now you are thinking of stepping up the game because you're quite possibly your particular financial situation has become more stable. Perhaps you received a promotion or something at work, or a big windfall. Your stocks are doing particularly well, and now you're looking to settle down. So this is speaking to specifically some Cancerians who are not currently in a committed relationship, in a serious relationship, but looking to make it that. Okay, we have the 4 of Swords, the 13, otherwise known as the Death card, but I don't like saying the Death card because it is an ending. It is not a death per se of a person. Not in very many cases. And the Fool. And here I see, it's very clear of a new start, a new fresh start from a painful past. A past that left you, kind of battered and bruised emotionally, maybe even physically, I don't know. Perhaps you were in an abusive relationship and now you have to heal. You have to step away from others and just heal. Now, the Death card, the 13, is the card of sweeping away the past, of basically taking something, crumpling it up like a piece of paper, tossing in the trash and saying, I'm done with that. There's nothing salvageable about it. It's in the past. You've put it behind you, and the white horse will spirit you off into the future. And what a future! So full of hope, so full of, well, is there a better word than hope? I was thinking there might be a better word than hope. Pardon me. But all I can think of is so full of hope and prospects and dreams. This is the dreamiest little Fool I've ever seen. Look at her face. She is just so dreamy. Can you get that into focus? Oh, sorry about that. So this little Fool is you, and the dreaminess, the happiness that you are reaching out towards your future. So, Cancerians, it looks like the cards are advising you to move on from this pain. Move on from what you lost, because it was a big loss, but it's time. It's time to step out like the little Fool and look up at the clear night sky and see everything that there is, because that is all around her face. There is all the constellations of the zodiac. All the constellations? You know what I mean. All the signs of the zodiac goes around the the zodiac. What am I trying to say here? There's a 360-degree field of view. That's what I'm trying to say. And the zodiac represents that. So step out into your future, Cancer, and be brave. Be brave. Leave all this pain behind. Don't hold it down, because it's very heavy, very dark, very negative. And look at the brilliant colors in the Fool, as opposed to the glum and dark colors of the past. Okay? Take that as an inspiration to move forward from whatever it was that that you had to leave behind you in such a burlesque way. Okay? Okay, Cancer. I'm sorry for the silence. I was just thinking about this new start for you, Cancer, and it just looks so promising, but it's something that may take a little bit of time to manifest, because I don't see a specific person here. For many Cancers, some of you Cancers may have someone in your life already, but this is mainly for for Cancers who don't have someone in their life and are looking for someone in their life. So the cards are saying don't lose hope. There is definitely someone out there, but you need to take a leap of faith. Okay, Cancers? Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had all the messages out to you. Okay, so I am going to shuffle, and I am going to be right back with Leo. Okay, we are back with Leo, and I have shuffled the cards, and I am going to cut them. And we're going to see what the energies are for the upcoming 2 weeks, or the 2 weeks leading up to now, or, you know, some sort of overlap between the two. And we're ready to go. Okay, so the first card, Leo, is the Three of Pentacles. Oh goodness, don't get the hiccups now. Second card is Temperance. And the third card is the Three of Cups. Okay, well, there seems to be kind of an imbalance right now between your work and your love life. And your work and your social life. So you are kind of struggling with it. Maybe you are being invited to an awful lot of parties and your work is kind of suffering a little bit, or you are on social media, it's taking up all your time, and you are having a little bit of a challenge kind of you know, keeping up with what it is that you need to do for work. Another scenario might be that you are out of work and you are enjoying yourself too much, that you're not looking for a new job, and the Temperance card is there in the middle, kind of seesawing between these two cards, sorry, trying to balance the two, slightly conflicting. They're slightly conflicting because your work and play, for many Leos out there, you can't combine the two. You do enjoy your work, but it's not as fun as your social life. And your social life, you can't do your work while you're out and about. So that seems to be the foremost challenge for the Leos that the cards wish to address at this time. The work-life balance is a little bit of a challenge in these next couple of weeks, and it seems to be causing some turmoil for our Leos. Now, the first card in the advice is the Hierophant. Second card in the advice is the Ten of Pentacles. And third card in the advice is the Eight of Swords. Alright, now the Eight of Swords as advice is an unusual thing to, an unusual card to receive as advice. Why would the cards be saying to enclose yourself? Well, perhaps you are being a little too reckless with your finances. Perhaps you are being a little too loose with the purse strings, and the cards are advising you to rein it in and rein it in now. Okay, the Hierophant is here as a reminder that there are going to be taxes that need to be paid. There are going to be, you're going to need to have to take care of your accounting and bills to be paid. Now, if you want that financial freedom, you are going to have to do things by the book. Okay, Leo, no more finagling. You're going to need to smarten up and fly right. And I believe that is the message of the Eight of Swords in the advice section of this mini reading. So that, you know, you want to go out and socialize. You're so used to socializing because it's so easy for you to get out there and be with your friends and your family and your acquaintance, and you have a lot of people that enjoy your company. But your finances are really sliding, and you need to buckle down and figure out a way to keep the money going out balanced with the money that's coming in. Okay, Leo? So it's just a cautionary reading for you, Leo, saying, hey, you know, your finances are being a little bit neglected here. You're spending a little bit too much time having fun and spending. So make sure you rein it in. Make sure you follow all the rules that need to be followed, so that you can have that abundance that you seek, and you don't let it slip through your fingers, because it seems to me almost like an hourglass here. I know this is in the shape of the tree of life, but it seems like an hourglass to me, where everything's trickling downwards in this particular reading, and it's slipping away, Leo. So don't let it all slip away, Leo. Rein it in and get some help from possibly some institution who knows how to deal with this financial situation. There is help there for you if you ask for it, and you can get your finances in order again. Okay, Leo? So it's just a financial thing for you this time around, Leo. Just making sure that you're not letting your financial situation get out of control. All right? Okay, so I am going to pause the camera, shuffle, and then we'll come back with Libra. Okay, Libra, we are here with your energy reading for 2 weeks. Could be the 2 weeks coming up, or the 2 weeks that just went by, or some sort of overlap, maybe 2 weeks down the road. So what I'm going to do is, I have shuffled, so I'm going to cut the cards now. 1, 2, 3 piles. And we will get started. Okay, here we go. First card for you, Libra, is the Two of Swords. And the Hanged Man. And the Six of Wands. Okay, so we have some indecision about a decision. We have a situation where something needs to go before you can make this decision. Something needs to be revealed or removed from your life before you can make a decision, because it's going to take a complete change of perspective here. Okay, see how different our friend looks when he's upside down. He just looks like a different person. So you need a complete change of perspective. You're not looking at something the right way. Okay, and then we have the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory. So has something come to you too easily, Libra? Have you won something too easily, won someone over too easily, and now you're taking them for granted? And now you are not appreciating what you have received, and possibly thinking of discarding them from your life? This looks to me like kind of not particularly being aware of how great something is in your life. And obviously the Hangman is a need for a change of perspective, because you cannot move forward until you make this change. And the Two of Swords is this sort of the same message. It's a you know, she's blindfolded until she sees, she's able to remove that blindfolded, until she figures out what she needs to remove that blindfold. And only then can she make a decision. Only then can she change her perspective. Oop, I do that at least once every reading. Only then can she change her perspective on what it is that is so great in their life, but they are not appreciating it. So why is this happening, Libra? What is it that you're not appreciating? Who is it that you're not appreciating? Do we have a person? We have the Two of Pentacles, a 2 and a 2. We have the 13, the Death card, and we have the 3 of Cups. So, as advice, there is something that needs to be left behind. Although, we have the 2 and the 2, so it's a matter of balance. A matter of balance. Why do I feel like I'm not seeing some deeper meaning here in the 3 of Cups? Because it seems to me like this is some sort of situation where you need to leave someone behind. If you are in a love triangle, the cards are okay, let me hear me out. See if you agree with this, all right? Because you are not seeing how great the person is you are currently. You don't have that perspective on there, right? So the cards are advising to let go of one half of that love triangle completely, and then you can celebrate with the person that you are meant with in the 3 of Cups, as the indication, which I don't like the indication, but it seems in this deck this indication comes up quite a bit on the 3 of Cups as being a third-party situation. Because it seems to me as a third-party situation specifically because of the 2 of Coins. Because he's balancing, see? He's balancing back and forth, and the cards are saying, no more balancing. Cut one pentacle away, and then you'll be able to celebrate. So, okay, so if it is not a 3 person situation, then there is something that needs to be cut away, something that you are trying desperately to keep in your life, that you need to cut away. You need a new perspective on it, and you need to cut it away because you have the swords here in order to feel celebratory again. Okay, because obviously this Death card is like the gloomiest card, and the 3 of Cups is the celebratory card, the party card. So they, in a sense, they are almost opposites here. So you have the 2 of Coins, which is like saying, okay, you're juggling 2 opposites, so why not just get rid of whatever it is that's causing this this doom and gloom, and then you'll have this what's left. Well, I'll tell you why it's not happening. It's not happening because you don't see it. You don't see it, and you don't appreciate it. So I don't know. Could be a job that you're in, and you know, it pays great, but you're bored, and you think that it's not working out for you, but it's actually something that you could excel at. I don't know what this situation is that you are not seeing as the triumphant situation that it could be. Okay, because it's going to be entirely up to you to make it bloom. Because right now it seems to be, well, it's out of your vision. You can't see it. you're going to have to see what it is. Okay, Libra? A little bit cryptic. I'm not sure what it is and how many people it'll apply to, but well, you know, oftentimes we don't see those precious people or situations in front of our lives. We need to stop and think and maybe get a new perspective on it, and then we can realize what we wanted is what we've had all along. So those are the messages that I have for Libra this week. Hopefully that was helpful. Okay, Libra, so I'm going to go on shuffle and then come back with Virgo. Just a moment. Hi, Virgo. Thanks for joining me. Today we are doing your 2-week energy reading. Could be 2 weeks coming up, 2 weeks coming up to now, 2 weeks in the future, or some sort of overlap in between somewhere there. So, you know, there's like a 2-week period around here that we are looking at. So let's see what the cards have want to say to us. Okay, so I'm going to cut the cards I have just shuffled, and we will get started. All right. So, first card for you, Virgo, is the Tower. Next card is the Three of Pentacles. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, there we go. All right, okay. Something unexpected, really out of left field has kind of sent you reeling. Possibly to do with your work. Oh my goodness. And you were looking. You have this idea in your head, and this is what is burning in your mind, because we have the coolness of the Pentacles, and then all of a sudden we have the heat of the Wands. So this is burning in your mind, this new idea. It may be a new idea, maybe something that you've known for a while, but with the Tower coming out right away, is this something completely unexpected, or something that you kind of sort of saw coming but you were hoping wasn't going to happen but then happened? So yeah, wow. So whatever it is, it has set you focused back on your career. And what do you have to offer? What is it that you have that you can show? Because the Three of Pentacles is what we have to show other people that we've done, our creative work, our portfolio, our pictures hanging in the art gallery, that sort of thing. What we have to show for our work. And this is what you are concentrating on. Perhaps getting together a resume or something, where you downsize from someplace. You are working very hard on doing that, and there's an idea burning in your mind, Virgo. I'm just eager to see what is coming up for you. So we have the Ten of Wands, Virgo. We have the King of Swords and the Page of Cups. So, first of all, if you're not wanting to add to your family right now, make sure you use contraceptive. I don't know, for some reason I saw a child in the Page of Cups. So if you're not looking to add to your family right now, make sure you take precautions. You may be trying to distract yourself with sex, and hello, surprise, because there is a lot of burden on you, and you do want to distract yourself. Someone this is the this is the attitude you're going to have to take. No more Mr. Nice Guy, okay? To get what you want, you are going to have to draw a line in the sand and say, I am not going to settle for less, right? It's going to be a lot of work. Put the work in and you will get what you want. The Page of Cups is the sweet romantic page, but he also brings emotional fulfillment, all right? So, and I think even a little bit of emotional peace, because the waters are so calm and tranquil. You almost want to sit there all day and enjoy the peacefulness of the surroundings there. So you are looking for some inner peace, some tranquility, but right now you just have this heavy burden, and you know that you kind of have to project that you are tough, that you are capable, and you are able to take care of whatever the situation is that you are dealing with. Okay, so that is the advice for you to find your peace of mind. Make sure that you put in the work that you need to do and adopt this attitude of confidence. Even if you don't feel confident, project it. You need to project confidence, competency. You need to go out there. You need to be forceful. This is a king. He's not passive. He is assertive. He goes out and gets what he wants. This is what you need to do, okay? And also be careful, or else you may be adding to your family inadvertently. If you're looking to add to your family, this might be a good time to give it a try. Okay, Virgo. See, you have some quick advice there, because it's really, it seems like a bigger problem than it is. With the Tower, we can always get kind of nervous seeing it in our readings, but it is going to be a heavy burden, but the advice is you can handle it. It's not anything that you can't handle, okay? And you're probably going to be much better off from whatever it is that you lost here, okay, Virgo? So do not fear. Have faith and be confident, Virgo. Okay, fantastic. I am going to shuffle the cards, and we are going to come back with Scorpio. Okay? Just a moment. Hello, Scorpio, and we are back with your 2-week energy reading, and it could be the upcoming 2 weeks, or 2 weeks beyond that, or the weeks that came up to now, or some sort of overlap in between 2-week energy reading. Let's see what is going on. Now, I've shuffled, but I haven't cut, so I am going to cut the cards, and we are ready to go. First card for you, Scorpio, is the Devil. Second card is the High Priestess. Third card is the 13, otherwise known as the Death card. I haven't seen so many major arcana yet, and I'm almost at the end of all the signs, so some big shift is occurring, Scorpio. Let's take a closer look at the cards, okay? So we have the Devil, the High Priestess, and the Death card. And the Death card is some sort of ending that cannot be salvaged, that there is no coming back from. Okay, and the Devil is an involvement with someone or something that enslaves us. So, is it possible that you are putting an end to something that you feel enslaved by? because the High Priestess sits between them with her calm, beautiful blue energy, and she is looking into her. Is that a crystal? I can't tell. I think I need new glasses, but she seems to be meditating and seeking answers. And the thing about the High Priestess, when she seeks answers, she finds them, right? She doesn't look for very long. She knows she has them deep in her subconscious, and that all she has to do is meditate and think about what that solution might be, and she has that solution. And the solution is to let something go, and that will result in being released from this specific entrapment or manipulation or addiction. It could also be a slight warning saying that if this addiction gets out of control, then you may be harming yourself irreparably. So if you are dealing with some sort of alcohol or sexual or drug, even pharmaceutical, over-the-counter drugs, if you do anything of these things, they are detrimental to your body, and you only have one body. But the High Priestess, she is aware. She is aware of what is going on, but is something being done? Are you doing something about this, Scorpio, or are you just observing and saying, I gotta do something about this someday. I gotta do something about it, but you never do. So I don't know. I want you to do something. You have the Knight of Wands as your advice, strength, and the Ace of Wands. And those are some really, really beautiful energies there for you, Scorpio. You have the strength to overcome whatever it is this is. It could even be addiction to a toxic person. The Knight of Wands is movement in a direction of in the proper direction. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is moving in a direction in which you take a creative approach to whatever it is that you need to get away from. And here is another idea that you can implement in order to get away from this. And it's going to take some time. Not only that, because you're dealing with 3 major arcanas. These are not like little tiny energies. Those are energies that, and you actually have 4, right? You have the Strength card as well. But I believe the Strength card trumps the Devil, and Strength card trumps death, because she's in the advice column. She is passion. She is the strength of the King of Beasts, right? So whatever you need to do, find creative ways to do it, and do it immediately. Work on it immediately and passionately, because whatever is happening is detrimental to your health. You want to make certain that both the ideas coming from the High Priestess are actually being implemented, and you're doing so steadfastly, and you're doing it immediately. Okay, so Scorpios, I really, my wishes are with you, my thoughts are with you. Whatever it is, whatever challenging addiction this is, whether it be physical or non-physical, mental, emotional, an addiction is an addiction. Toxicity is toxicity. whether it's toxicity of the emotions or toxicity of the body, it's got to go, because it's hurting you. It is hurting you a lot. And it's time to come up with some creative ideas on how to implement them and do what you have to do, because you have the strength. You know you have the strength, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Whew. Wow, that is a lot to have hit you in just a matter of a couple of weeks. I have a feeling this has probably been bubbling around under the surface for a while, but it may come to a surface. It may bubble up to the surface in the next couple of weeks, or just recently. So there are creative ways of dealing with it, Scorpio, and you can find them because you know the answers. And you can do it because you have the strength. Okay, Scorpio? Wow. Okay, so I am going to shuffle the cards now and then come back with Sagittarius. See you in a bit. All right, Sagittarius, here we go. Now we have, I'm doing a reading for the energies for about 2 weeks. It could be the upcoming 2 weeks or 2 weeks beyond that, the 2 weeks that have just come before, or some sort of overlap in between. I just want to say that this is not my energy. This is the energy for Sagittarians out there who are listening, and this is not a reading for me. Okay, so I'm going to cut the cards, and I'm going to pick 3 for our energy, see what's going on. First card is the Page of Wands. Second card is the Ten of Cups. Third card is the Five of Wands. Okay. All right. So there are a lot of messages coming around for you, Sagittarius. There is possibly somebody from the past, or there is this promise of kind of a relationship. Someone wants to be in a relationship with you, and they're making it completely obvious. Like they're on you, and they're saying, I want the whole kit and caboodle with you, all right? And you are just thinking that they are a lot of work. You're not sold on this. So there is this overlying theme of a lot of work. Okay, now it may be this person coming in and wanting to be with you. It may be your job that is making you work hard and long hours so that you, for the promise of prosperity. Although this is not really the Ten of Coins, is more the Ten of Cups. So that's why I was saying there was someone coming towards you saying that they wanted to be in a committed relationship with you. But it could also be a job or a career in which you want the fulfillment, you want the happily ever after, and that can come about by being financially fulfilled as well as being romantically fulfilled. Some people are very happy on their own with a house and a little bit of property and a dog and everything. So this is what this card is. It's emotional and familial fulfillment. You know, you have your house and your home and your family, and then that's what makes you fulfilled. And there are a lot of messages in the building up of something that will lead to this. Now, whether that is a relationship, somebody's coming at you with offers of a relationship, or whether you are trying to become better, because this is the card of improvement, this is the card of competition, this is the card of doing it the long way. It could be some sort of career messages that you're learning and implementing to get your business to this stage. Okay, so your mind is on business. Your mind is on, how do I get to this prosperous place? Or someone is saying, I can take you to this prosperous place, and you're going, well, you are a lot of work. Okay, so there's a lot of work involved. Your mind is on getting to that prosperous place, and there are a lot of messages. Perhaps you're working, maybe sending out resumes or something like that, but you are bettering yourself. You're moving towards this place, and it is a lot of work. Okay, so do we have any advice for Sagittarians here? We have the Six of Wands. We have the Wheel. And we have the Four of Wands. Do we have any nicer cards? I think those are really, really great cards, Sag. Because wow, we have like a lucky strike here, a lucky situation where you are going to notice a complete change. I mean, you have triumph on one side and total security on the other side, which is what you want. You just want to be secure, knowing that you're not going to have to worry about where your next paycheck is coming from, right? And you're willing to work to make it happen. And so it's going to happen, okay? And nobody can advise you to be lucky. You just are. Can someone advise you to be victorious? No, you just are. Although the Six of Wands does entail the help of other people. So if you want to get into this place, you are going to need the assistance of other people. I like the Rider-Waite-Smith card for that particular reason, because he's riding a horse triumphantly, and there are other people around him, showing that he could not have done it without the assistance of other people, right? So this is like the old adage. I became very lucky, but only after I worked really hard for it, right? So I believe the advice is not to worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep other people in the loop. You know, keep what's the word? Networking with other people, and work really hard, and you'll get lucky. Because that's the only way that luck comes around, is when you work really hard for it. And what you want, you will get. What you want, you will get. Now, I'm looking at it from the, remember I started off with the romantic scenario where somebody was coming back and asking you to be in their life, and offering you a stable relationship. Could that be the other person that's going to bring you triumphant? Could this wheel mean that they have changed? Possibly. Something to consider. If that is the case, if someone is in your life, Sagittarius, and they're saying, I've changed, I want to have this security with you, this happily ever after, this Ten of Cups life with you, and maybe they are the person that's going to help you get there. I can't say for sure, but you could consider it for now, for the next 2 weeks at least. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater in that kind of a situation. If somebody's come back, just give them time. Give them enough rope and see if they hang themselves, okay? That's what I've got to say about that. So yeah, Sagittarius, I mean, basically it's saying work real hard and you're going to get lucky and get the things that you want, because what you want is maybe something that's been eluding you for a long time. Just this wonderful peace of mind, and you know, not having to worry about where your next paycheck is coming from, and stability. And look at this beautiful scenery in these cards. This is the first time I've actually read with these cards, and they are really turning out to be lovely cards. It's the Thelema Tarot. Very lovely cards. I'm very happy with this deck. Anyway, Sagittarius, thanks for listening to me ramble about my decks, and I hope that was helpful for you. And as I mentioned before, thank you so much everybody for subscribing, liking my videos, and commenting. I could not have done this without you. I can't believe how fast I'm headed towards that 1,000 subscriber mark. It is just amazing. You guys are great. Thanks again for being here. And I'll be cooking up something interesting for next week. You better believe it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.